Gentlemen, she will cry for you in silence, but you will be long gone. She wants to feel that she had so much impact on you that you can never forget about her. So you have to consistently suffer in silence and never grow. Have you ever watched someone walk away from you knowing deep down that she is making a big mistake and she will regret it? But at the same time, it's as if they didn't see it. Have you ever been discarded as if you didn't matter, only to feel pain, betrayal, rejection sinking in your bones? The unanswered calls, the unreplied texts, the hot and cold goodbyes. It's as if they were so sure they have already figured things out when they walked away. They know they have made the right decision. Have you ever experienced that scenario in your life? It's as if they have already planned everything and things are working better for them. What if I tell you today, Isaac, that the moment she will realize that she has actually fully, entirely lost you and she is regretting, that is when it won't even bother you anymore, even when their love will be genuine. But this is your greatest power. And the power to change in your life, Isaac, it is total detachment. Women do not cry for men who chase, plead, or beg. They cry for men who become untouchable, who vanish without a trace. That she questions if she really knew you. Who rises from the ash of the heartbreak as if it was unrecognizable and maybe you never had a thing with that lady. You see, at first, Hannah knew that she had all the power, that you will always be there, Isaac, hurting, waiting. But here is where she is actually wrong, Isaac. A man who understands the art of stoicism, whereby detachment and letting go, it is the power that you hold and you do not control the physical world. For you are embracing the power of being in control of your own reality. You also understand that having control in your life, it does mean that you accept other people's choices and decisions. And you are not going to wait for her. You're not going to miss her. You're not going to hope for the last closure. For Isaac, this is not just about her. This is about reclaiming your power. It's about your transformation. Redefining what you really want to do with your life. What do I really want? It's pouring the betrayal and the rejection into myself so that I can take advantage of this pain. These men, they become so powerful, so disciplined, that they remain unshaken. They remain unbreakable. The most dangerous men that exist in history, who are powerful, they're the men who have suffered so much, but they never let the suffering define them. Rather, they use the suffering to discipline themselves, and then they become better versions of themselves. Isaac, you become the man who is a legend in her mind that she will consistently remember of and she will regret losing in her entire life. Emotions do not define you. You define your own emotions. Reality of a heartbreak doesn't define you. You define your own reality by the experience of a heartbreak. Let's talk about the art, Isaac, of moving on without moving on. Most men think that moving on, it's about replacing that one lady, having a relationship with a new woman so that you can forget about Hannah. But nope, that is not moving on, Isaac. That is distraction. That is avoidance that keeps you in the same cycle, that keeps you stuck in the same feelings, frustrations, disappointments. It doesn't fix anything. It is a temporal fix that broadens up the feelings, the emotions, and it creates a loop and a habit of, I am this guy who can end up in different types of relationship because I can't control my emotions. So I am making this decision because I feel this way. You're not different. You are weak. So moving on isn't about getting a new lady who is loving. It's more of, how do you master your own emotions? How do you understand your feelings? And how can you pour those emotions and feelings of betrayal and rejection into yourself? By not looking for a quick fix to get rid of those emotions, but accepting that emotions exist for us to experience it. For every human being on this earth has gone through that consciousness that exists. Every human being on this earth exists in a specific phase, in a specific angle, in a specific zone because of how they chose to use these emotions. Your friend, your mother, people you admire, they exist, they are in that state because they chose how to use the emotions to their advantage and they never let emotions define their life. That is why they're different. That is why some of them appear so weak. That is why some of them appear so vulnerable, but at the same time, they are in control of their emotions. And some of them, they seem so genuine, yet you can't even manipulate them. You can't even access their emotions. Why? They have mastered their own emotions. They know that reality is a perspective of the physical world and how it makes me feel. It is me. But if I define it as a way to channel my life, learn something, experience something, so that I can be like the gladiators, this is a confirmation that I am strong. It's not a curse. It is a pathway forward. She expects you to still be stuck, consistently think about her. But Isaac, you are going to be undeniable. You are going to accept her choices. This changes everything, and regret kicks in. You see, she wanted you, Isaac, to suffer, not in a cruel way. She wanted you to suffer in a way that she can feel so important to you. She wants to feel that she had so much impact on you that you can never forget about her. So you have to consistently suffer in silence and never grow. She believes, Isaac, you will never truly move on. But when she realizes that you moved on, how you have upgraded your life, how you have built your life, how different you are, how you have come up with a more fulfilling life without her existence, how you have a lot of opportunities in your life, that is when she questions everything. Was he always this great and I didn't just see it? Was he always this valuable but I just didn't notice and I assumed him? Was he always this better, or did something happen on the way when I walked away from his life? See, women don't want you to suffer because it can convince them to come back or you can go back for them. They want you to suffer so that they can have a realization or a feeling or an ego that their decisions were right. And she can move on peacefully without uncertainty and curiosity. Because when she feels unreplaceable, then you can consistently think about her. When you can consistently think about Hannah, she still has power and control over you. And now she can't miss you. You are the guy she will always dump, and you will always get obsessed with her illusions. When you do not entertain that lady around and you don't feel how she wants you to feel, the energy of indifference kicks in in her perception, and how she felt about your existence is totally different. How she felt about who she thought you are, actually she is wrong. So the energy will hit her in a different way, because your reaction, your response in your life, it is totally different. And at this very time, she can measure what is going on and what is happening. She wanted you to quickly reach out, or she wanted you to always think about her, which equals to you posting on your status about her and how you made a mistake in your life. But this is a confirmation that you haven't moved on, that she can never perceive you this high. Rather, she was all along right. Even when she tries to reach out, you don't reply, you don't get excited, because these games, they exist and they will continuously exist until you men learn. You accept that women come back when they learn something new, or when they think they can comfortably come back, because we have created a comfortable environment for them to come back, whereby we are consistently suffering. Something new, something exciting is happening in your life now that she is regretting. She wants to always feel like she has the upper hand. She wants to always feel like she is always winning. But remember, when she walked away, she never knew that you will change and you will be indifferent. She never knew that you will never react and you will never be like any other man that she was used to. It's weird. It's so different. Something is just not adding up. Why? She's used to the normality of a man reaching out. She's used to men begging after her, and this is a game and a habit that she expects from you. But to you, Isaac, you made the right decision. You are not going to beg. You are not going to convince a woman that walked away from you to come back, because they know they can do better. Let them do better.